Kier's mech did look good, though, versus Hurricane.
Yeah, not bad.
And it's a best of 7, so he might have room to bring some... Well, it's got to be shaken up in a best of 7. We'll probably see some variety. You got to win 4 maps to win the best of 7. You got to win 4 maps to win the first place prize. And spawning up the top left-hand side of the map of King's Cove, it is Kier, the Korean Terran player.
And spawning in the bottom right, the red Protoss player, it is Trap.
Trap is just, he's just looked so good. I'm pretty confident in my prediction here. I'm at the least hoping for a very close series, though, as much as cool as it would be for Trap fans out there. I don't think anyone still wants to see him 4-0. We at least want some close games here. Early probe once again for Trap.
Probe has some work to do. Going to try to go ahead and at least force another SCV off the line to deal with. That's exactly what happens. 2 SCVs off the line are tradition.
Do you think we're going to see any weird mind games since the 2 of these guys are teammates?
In a best of 7, I think so.
SCV moving out to an odd spot for Cure. I guess just looking around, scouting. Doesn't have a lot to worry about. Let's Trap everything normal back on his side of the map. And you know what's something I'm thinking about? If this is like a close series, it has potential to be longer than like the entire stream today already.
It definitely does. We could get there.
They'd all have to be some pretty long games. But this best of 7 could be a big chunk of it. Reaper runs on in, tosses a grenade, scouts the Stargate, gets everything that he needs to do. And he's going to jump back in for round 2. Maybe try and find a probe this time. Tosses down the grenade. Doesn't get anything done there as Trap gets his Adept into position. And oh, look at this. Very quick third CC from Cure.
Yeah, that started sub 3 minutes, which is dead impressive here. Some pretty greedy stuff out of the Terran player, recognizing, one way maybe to do this is just out macro Trap. Maybe make him think it's 2 base, go for a quick third, prevent the scouting.
I really like this. As so that is a potential weakness to this style that Protoss sometimes play. As basically what it means is that Trap, while he's investing in all this defense, and he does invest in defense when he plays up and tries to say tech up into Colossus and that late game Protoss, if Kier's just going pure greed and manages to get away with it, then sometimes we'll just see Terran roll up 20, 30 supply, a fleet of Vikings, just knock out all the Colossus, just kill the Protoss before Psystorm. Sometimes we'll see it work out like that. And that's usually off the back of a third command center.
Yeah, and that's something we've seen Cure do today, actually. Getting there before the Protoss has any splash damage at all. Although the Oracle's a problem.
Yes.
Nice control here so far, getting a couple SCVs, losing some mining time there too. Does scout the third base, so that's great scouting information and harassment out of the Oracle
Trap
at the same
means
time.
business. Look at this. He scouted a third CC and he just fired up 5 gateways.
Yeah, he's planning on being aggressive here. Third base might not be a thing. Reaper does get sniped down by the Oracle. Warp gates all working on Blink.
Oracle flying on in. It was that unit that got the critical scout that confirmed that this was indeed a 3cc play and is now letting Trap plan to go for such a hard counter on this. There's no third base. He shut down the scouting though, and Cure doesn't know that. We see a pylon go up. I was wondering what his point of warping was going to be, and it's going to be here in order to try and warp in all these units. That Oracle taking a bit of damage. In the grand scheme of things, Well, getting a worker or two is nice. It is all going to be about this attack that Trap is going for. He's warping in a ton of stalkers. Kiri's going to have +1 maybe by the time this attack hits, but Stim is still a fair ways off. He's just got the one bunker. This could be very, very dangerous for Kir. He's going to have to hold on. SCVs are going to have to be hold to hold versus this attack. Oh boy, this is 11 stalkers out already.
Yeah, this is serious, serious business right now. Blinking on in, using the Oracle to get into the high ground. Oh, the Oracle getting that damage off. The Marines not focusing well enough. SCV's getting pulled off the line.
Terribly laid out, by the way. Just he's choking himself up so hard here. He's going to have to pull more SCVs off the line if he wants to hold this. Trap abusing the mobility of his stalkers. Kir, he's pretty much just got to hold on for Stim, but look at that. Trap blinks forward, focuses down one of the Marauders there. The SCVs are buffering as well as they can. They're doing everything they can. The +1 is incredibly helpful for the Terran player, as it's allowing him to deal a lot more damage to those stalkers, which do offensively blink forward. Might have been a bit too offensively. The bio is trading out, but is the bio gonna wear thin? That's the question. Once the bio really wears thin, the Protoss can just continue on and just whittle it down, and the Terran's pretty much done for. That Oracle, by the way, the only high ground vision for this Protoss player, so if Kir could get that, it would be huge. But now look at this. He knows the bunker's empty. He's going to swap it up, push to the natural. He's even warped in Zealots because he knows SCVs are going to have to be pulled once again. There is Stim for Kir, so he is just going for it.
Yeah, it does force the Stalkers to blink away there, but how many SCVs have gone down in this game? The answer is 31.
Oh, that is no small amount. There is a third CC for Kir, though. You can hold on as the Terran, but not if the Protoss, you know, just overwhelms you with all these stalkers, and he very well could be. Kir has to be so careful. This bio is putting out a lot of damage, but once it starts to snowball on the Protoss's end, it becomes very, very risky. These stalkers just picking off unit left and right, and the bio is starting to wear thin. Trap knows it. He blinks forward aggressively. Another Marauder, another few units popping out. But look at this. These are not good trades for Kir. He needs to pull some SCVs again in order to ensure his hold, but he's just bled off so much as this has gone on. Has this been enough for Trap?
It sure looks like it. 4 more SCVs have gone down. Blinking and getting a medevac on top of it there, to just absolutely killing off these two bases.
You can't afford
any Marines that die. That Marauder getting volleyed down a little bit there too, getting picked up at the last second and saved. More and more SCVs keep dying all the time. The medevac.
This is it.
The Oracle goes down, but the Stalkers aren't even really being microed all that much though, and that's it. Everybody going down. SCVs left, a couple Marauders, maybe a Marine or two left here as well. More and more blinking on in all the time. It is double, triple the army supply in favor of Trap right now. Kir pulling back, but what can he do?
Yeah, he can't really do nothing besides just keep pulling SCVs, and it's reaching that point of no return. The value that the Protoss has got. This is 1-1 Terran, by the way, so this feels terrible for Kir. He's like, I've got the Stim, I had the Medivacs, I had the bio. Why did I die? And the answer is that Trap, he just whittled him down enough, and Kir overextended there when he went down that ramp. Like, if he, say, gets in, say, a few more Marines or Marauders, the level in which the bio scales is just incredible versus those Blink Stalkers, but he didn't reach that point, and Trap prevented that from happening, and that's how he won that game.
It's just an impressive display from Trap. As you said, he scouts the 3rd command center, decides to cancel his own third base plans, and then just goes for mass Blink Stalker, gets some Zealots in there too, warps into the front, puts on the pressure all the live long day. The micro is insane, allowing for incredible trades across the board, and in the end, that was it. Just the trades were fantastic. He didn't go for one all in, I'm going to kill you now. The situation did not look good. He pulled back. He warped in more units. He didn't allow the SCVs to get us around, and just over and over again, just proved that that was his game to win at that point.
Yeah, just well done by Trap, and that's the sort of thing you can bring out in a best of 7, and he finds himself up 1-0.
Yeah, looks like our players are ready to go here on Cyber Forest, the ladder edition for game number 2. Okay. And yeah, I mean, Trap just looks like the god of Protoss today. I don't know what else to say about it other than he is dominating these Terrans he's been matched up against.
Just want to say, you guys, as of late, knocking it out with those Matcherino codes, getting a fair few more of them used, so big thanks to that. The players really appreciate that, of course, because they're literally playing for the money you're adding to the prize pool for free right now. And it's a best of 7. The map is Cyber Forest. Spawning up in the top left-hand side of the map, it's Jenner Greenwing's Trap.
And spawning in the bottom right, the blue Terran player, Cure.
Scout once again for Trap. And keep in mind, it was his scouting that allowed him just to kill Cure in that last game. He's like, right, 3rd CC, you're dead, you just don't know it already. And then the Stalkers came in a couple of minutes later.
That's what that scouting is all about, man. You got to know what your opponents are doing.
Nothing out of the ordinary going on once again.
Definitely not. We are as standard as we can be here.
CC forced on the high ground, actually. Cure just says enough.
I'm tired of this. Tired of the harassment.
Oh, that probe could be nabbed by the Reaper. Nice eye by Cure identifying that. And now here's a question. Do you think we'll see a 3rd CC out of Cure once again?
I don't think it's a good idea. I think he thinks it's a bad idea too.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're probably right. And, I mean, he's already got the factory up, got the reactor on the way. What will he go for, though? Reaper comes on in, by the way, and it's working away on some probes. Great micro from Trap, though, keeping those alive. Not one probe has got picked off yet. The Reaper sees to picking off 2 before he goes down. So at least nabs those up. Robo was indeed spotted by Cure as well. Is Adaptin willing to bet gonna try and block that CC? No.
Warp Prism, the hallmark of Trap's TvP.
Cyclone getting chased. Stays alive, though. Good reaction by Cure.
Does allow the Marines to keep him alive there.
An Observer already on the way. And a Warp Prism as well. So we will be seeing Trap go for a bit of aggression versus his opponent, most likely, with this Prism. Just a bit of that early aggression once again, sort of like we saw versus Fantasy. There is already a Viking out for Cure, and he's going to be getting a second. That'll actually be so useful for shutting down this Warp Prism, and it's in position 2. So while this Prism comes on in, I don't know if Trap can hang around. That Viking's working away on the Prism. Looks like it will get picked off, actually, so a very nice micro move by Trap.
Yeah, getting that Viking was a big deal. Another one does pop out, though, unfortunately, chasing that Warp Prism away.
The Immortals moving across the map.
Yeah, some aggression here. Cure is definitely not taking a third base, as we can see here. Just kind of happily sitting on the 2 for now, recognizing a 2-base Protoss is extremely scary stuff. And just setting up defensively with Marines, tanks, making additional tanks and additional Marines. Just trying to hold on versus whatever the onslaught of Trap is going to be. Trap's pretty happy to be patient, though. He's going for the Twilight Council, likely for charge lots, and getting additional Immortals here, probably to deal with the tanks that he knows that Cure is producing.
Upgrades starting for both players. Stim on the way for Cure. He is going for that 3 racks play, which I think is a very good one. I think you're pretty much guaranteed as a Protoss player you will die to a 3 racks at some point. That's just the way the game goes, right? There's a reason why Terrans keep trying these builds. Because the timing that it allows the Terran to hit is always so precise and so close that eventually a Protoss will slip up and die to it. Now, what we are seeing, though, for Trap is he's getting up his 3rd Nexus, a ton more gateways. He's going to have a potential load of charge lots. No blink, charge before blink, and then a Templar Archives behind this. That is interesting. Starting up a pretty darn quick Psystorm here to change things up.
All right, here come the Immortal drops, though. Trying to get some stuff done, but the Cyclone and the Viking really exist to shut this down. It is so hard to drop in there when a Cyclone's waiting for you, Viking shooting you in the face the whole time, too. But I think Trap's okay with this. He's getting a 3rd base behind it. He's getting Storm. Storm is very close to being complete here. It's not that long of an upgrade. Charge is just about done here, too. Charge and Storm are 2 huge major components.
Oh, this command center.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They got it.
Oh, beautifully done.
Forced the cancel, didn't die, and got out of there. What positioning? What game sense
Cure's
out of
gotta be like, I'm going for
Trap.
it. I'm coming to try and kill you.
He has to.
After that,
yeah.
He's just like, all right, it's time. Yep.
All right, Storm is 2 seconds from completion. How many High Templar does he have? Oh, I don't know if there is anywhere that Cure can go here. If he goes down that ramp, that is the choke city for Storm. He has to go the long way around, which just gives Trap the time to do what he wants to do.
He's trying to catch this Prism Trap once again, going for a Zealot counter, but the Prism doesn't get picked off. And oh no, that is disastrous, because that could be more Zealots getting warped in. The Viking comes on in to pick that off. He's going to be able to deny that warp.
Oh!
So huge.
That was massive.
Meanwhile, on this side of the map, looks like a few Immortals actually got picked off there, or one Immortal got picked off. And Cure is going to be looking to move towards the 3rd base of the Protoss. He's up on supply. He's got a very robust army for the time being. Tanks, a ton of medivacs to help out, and the Storm is the largest component of this Protoss force.
Yeah, coming up that ramp can be really, really scary here. Archon in the front, too, to absorb some of the damage, do flash damage as well.
Trap's just going for it. This could be a bit of an overcommitment, I feel, but he does have Psystorm. Where is that Psystorm? Nothing been called in just yet, or he just got Psystorm. Okay, those Templar were right on the edge for having energy, but I guess they didn't have it in that exact second. Okay, Cure looking to push into his opponent now. He's up on supply a very significant amount. Psystorm is very good for a Protoss player, but this bio has a ton of medivacs to heal it. Great dodging by Cure. The last Templar with energy gets picked off, and that could be all that the Protoss, or all that the Terran player needs. Another big warp and a Zealots is going down. But it really is all about these Zealots now to shut this down. He is pushing Cure back, but doing so into tank fire, and he's got to retreat because that bio would just keep kiting back.
There's a good Storm there, does force Cure back, but doesn't really kill anything. Another great Storm does pick up a couple of units.
Oh, this
also
is a
dropping the
sick move.
Immortals. Oh, focusing down the tanks. Beautiful play from Trap.
Yeah, Trap's got to get another warp and a Zealots or something going right now. There we go. He warped him in it as natural. Just needs to hang on. It is so close. He's now down on upgrades, but he's going to have his +2, so they're going to be equalized. He's got 2 Immortals in a Prism, or actually an Immortal and an Archon in a Prism. That Immortal is going to set to work on the tank while the Zealots are just buying as much time as they can. Trap, though, once again has to retreat. Another Immortal is joining up with this army. Their passive attack really does help out. Meanwhile, +1 attack on the way for the Marauders, because right now this army of Trap really is all about that armor to help the Zealots stay alive. Force fields go down, but they don't actually catch that much.
Mortal does get picked off in the middle of the map here. And again, I mean, what this comes down to is Trap has been able to hold on here quite some time. And as soon as I say that, the Nexus does get focused down. Oh my gosh, no! Nah, it's 76 to 43 army. It's just Cure continues to rack up the army here. Bringing them across the map. Nothing really stopping that from happening. I gotta say, I kind of feel like the thing that helped Cure do this was sniping down that Warp Prism back home. The fact that Trap wasn't able to warp in endless amounts of Zealots into his main base allowed Cure to keep that economy rolling and keep doing this stuff. And where are the Storms? The High Templar just not quite there yet. There we go. Waiting until it comes up the ramp to get that thing thrown down. Trap is juggling as much as he possibly can here, as much as any Protoss I've ever seen. He's keeping the third base alive, but this just is snowballing for Cure so bad.
Yeah, but Trap does have 2 Colossus on the way. If he can hold out for those, that would be massive. Extended Thermal Lance or no, they will really help out by adding that AoE. He's got to hold on though. EMP's going down, and Cure is pushing forward. He might just be going for it, not given time for that. Even probes are being pulled by Trap, realizing how serious this is. He's held on for a long time, but it's not looking like he's going to hold on any longer. Probes have been pulled in droves, but they are just all going down. 1 Colossus waltzes forward, but that's not going to be enough. Cure ties it up.
He does. He is not getting swept, not today. I kind of feel like having Colossus earlier there instead of going for Storm would have been a better option for him. It seems like they've been good in defensive capabilities, especially against Terrans that have done those pushes. So perhaps just a bit of a mistake as to where he was going with that tech choice. Colossus might have been the better answer. Storms were good, but just too infrequent, I think, to really help him hold on as long as he needed to.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, I mean, Storm, it's kind of more like that supplement on its own. It's not that great. Well, I mean, it's very good, but without the Colossus's passive AoE, say, to finish off those weakened units from the Psy Storm, units don't necessarily die. They kept getting healed up. Cure, I don't know, he had like a bajillion medivacs there at the end.
Yeah, he sure did. It was a good count. All right, so tied up 1-1 in a best of 7. We are going to get a good series here for sure. If it's anything like these first 2 games, it's going to be very exciting. I do kind of worry about the future of Cure, though. It seems like his attempt to kill Trap was a lot more difficult for him than Trap's was in getting the win in game 1. But it's early yet, and as you said, things have to change a lot between these 2 players. Can't do the same thing over and over, or you just get shut down.
All right. The map is Kairos Junction, and it's tied 1-1 up in the top left-hand side of the map. It's Jynir Greenwing's Cure.
And spawning in the bottom right, the blue Protoss player. It is Trap. Probe scouting again, doing its duty. So I saw a trailer for a new Men in Black movie.
What did you think?
Have you seen it? Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen... It was posted on Reddit that the version without sound.
Yeah.
And that's how I heard about it, which totally was definitely a marketing attempt by Sony, by the way. That was not an accident.
No, definitely. Reddit has too many eyes to be entirely organic. But it's just, I think it looks good. I'm just really weirded out that they're combining Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson again. Like, they're Thor and Valkyrie in Thor Ragnarok, and they hang out a lot, and they're cool. And then it's like, well, they're friends there. Let's put them in an entirely different universe and have them be partners there, too. I just don't get it.
I feel like it's so different, it's probably okay. Like...
Yeah, I mean, it's just, part of me is going to have a hard time not just seeing them as Thor and Valkyrie for a little bit. We'll see if they can overcome that, though.
I mean, yeah, how many movies was Marvel movies was she in as Valkyrie?
Valkyrie?
Yeah, it's not like she was a main character, really. She was.
Nope. Definitely not. Pretty much just in Ragnarok, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I personally don't know her that much as an actress. Of course, Chris Hemsworth, he's going to be seen as Thor in anything.
For a while. She's also in Westworld. She's very good in that.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Yeah. She's scary in Westworld.
Yes, very scary.
Probe coming back in for that second round. Scout as the Reaper jumps in to try to kill as many possible for the Adept pops, which is going to be maybe one. I think one probably as much as we're going to get here today for our guy.
Oh, is that a wall? Yeah, it is. The Reaper was trapped.
Yeah, 2 Adepts, wall equals dead Reaper. Oracle getting started now from Trap 2. Working on a starport. Back home is secure. Whether that's going to be Banshee play. He has had some pretty good luck with Banshees in the tournament today. We'll see if he tries to make that stick here against Trap or not.
Oh, this pro. All right. If you're going to go out, you may as well go out big. And that could actually be pretty huge because now these Adepts are coming on in and that mine's exposed. 1 shot and 2 shot. We could have ourselves a dead Widow Mine. And then the Oracle coming across the map. This could be very problematic. Yeah. This is not good. Guys, there's an Oracle coming. Yeah, that mine's gone. You killed it, Trap. Go ham.
Oh my gosh, this is doing too much.
Okay,
this is
so
not allowed.
He's not going to die because he's got the Viking.
Yep, that was getting that starport was massively important.
Look at everything that's died. 8 Marines, 2 SCVs, a mine, and a Reaper.
Crikey.
Oh, and another SCV. Okay, now here's a question. Men in Black, why does he skip out on Independence Day 2, but wants to do more Men in Black?
Who? Will Smith?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's kind of crazy. Have you seen him recently do stuff like as Will Smith, like interviews and things?
I haven't. He's Genie in Aladdin, and that's a
yeah. These are the choices he's making. LaughNgamez. He's not making good choices.
I mean, after having watched Independence Day 2, maybe he is.
Dodge that bullet. Maybe so.
This Viking, by the way.
Yeah, good scout. Doing some work.
He has a love for oracles. He just wants to... Oh, now he loves probes.
Wait, hang on.
Oh,
no, lift.
Okay.
Nice lift.
That was an assassination right there. That one probe that he gunned down. Vikings kill probes so quick. It's just fantastic.
Yep, screw this probe in particular.
I just want to say, I want someone else to share in my pain. I'm not going to be able to watch Game of Thrones tomorrow.
What? What are you doing?
I made the mistake of inviting company over. Company that doesn't watch Game of Thrones.
Dude, just introduce them to Game of Thrones by having them watch the Battle of Winterfell.
The issue is they've watched it, but they're not up to date. It's my parents, by the way, so I can't be like, no, you guys can't come over. I'm watching Game of Thrones.
There's no way they're avoiding spoilers. They know what's going on. It's fine. Just watch it with them.
They're old. They don't use the internet that much. They're perfectly fine avoiding spoilers.
How far back are they?
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they haven't seen season 7, I want to say, or season 8. I think they haven't seen season 7.
We're on 8, so...
Yeah, I don't know. It's a struggle.
That is horrible. Well, they have to go home at some point. You can watch it after they leave.
I just know I'm gonna go to default, check Twitter, and that's it. I'm done.
I don't know. What time can you get to it? Reasonably.
I don't know. Maybe like 9 or something.
So, I don't know. I generally watch it around 8 or 9 your time.
Oh, okay.
And I could avoid spoilers. I think you'll be okay.
All right. It's the Battle of Winterfell, man.
Seriously, though, stay off Twitter, though. Like, if there's only one thing you do, it's stay off Twitter.
Because there's been no spoilers for the first 2 episodes, really, because nothing at all has happened. By the way, that stasis. Oh, that stasis.
That was a beautiful stasis. All the Widow Mines but one. One guy's like, where are my buddies go? They're right here. We have established that when you're in stasis, you can see what's going on, right? Because you're moving around and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, you've seen the Clone Wars or Revenge of the Sith. Obi-Wan, he's floating in like that thing, and he's like just doing his thing. Can't move at all. It's like that.
That's it. It's like that. Oh boy, Kier looks real scary, man.
Kier, he took a beating at the start of this game, but this is an attack. This is a 3 Rex with a Fury, or is it a 5 Rex? I should look at the battle anyway. It is a 3 Rex. But Trap is really good at holding these things.
He is. He did in the last game, not forever, but for a good long time.
All those mines are coming forward, though.
They certainly are, and you can't focus them all down. They're gonna get that, and they do.
The issue is the stalk. Oh my God, those mines! I was just about to say the stalkers can dodge them, but those stalkers couldn't, and neither could the oracles. And it's marauders for days.
Yeah, marauders versus stalkers, not even a fair fight. The stalkers will die there every single time, but the zealots are buffer, and that does force Kier back all the way home, surprisingly.
Yeah, Kier does have to go home. He did start up a 3rd CC behind this, so he's not in a terrible spot. And if we do look at Trap, a thing that makes this okay for Kier, they're going to be equal on upgrades. The AoE, the Templar Archives, is just on the way now. And there's no Colossus or anything else. So for the time being, it's still just going to be Bio versus mainly Zealot Stalker. There's going to be a couple of Immortals, but that's really it. A couple of Immortals, a couple of Sentries.
No splash damage at all.
These Stalkers going to try and wait out and do their thing at this stage in the game. Though it's pretty hard to get those pickoffs. Trap does manage to get a Marauder, so that's very nice.
Yeah, that's such a tight window. You have to work in there. I don't know. Widow Mine's coming in. Liberators coming in. Q looking real still.
The Liberators really make the Protoss have to commit to something like this, and Trap's just going for it right now, but this is a ton of Widow Mines. They're getting shots off. The Liberators, they get picked off, though, and there is enough Protoss to push this back. Mines going off, hitting a lot of those Zealots. There's a good number of Medivacs, but look at this. Trap gets on in there with some Zealots. They're going for a counterattack, but they're not actually doing a lot. This Zealot is attacking a supply depot.
But Trap heading up to the 3rd base, trying to get some stuff done. Kier does respond to it, though.
Every SCV he gets is great.
Yeah, gonna force that blink away. Once again, Stalkers cannot engage directly with his army or they will die so much. So fast.
Trap is just so good at this game. I mean, Kier, he's doing fantastic work with these pushes, but Trap, like, a lot of Protoss would just die to this, guys. Trap is really just dictating the way the game's being played, though, so he's able to stay alive. And he's going to have Psystorm now. And if Kier wasn't able to kill Trap without Psystorm, now that Trap has Psystorm, you think he's going to be able to do it? It's going to be tough. Psystorm's being dropped. Mines fall to that very easily. It's bruising up the Liberators, which the Stalkers pick off. The Bio has to retreat. And meanwhile, more Zealots. More denied mining time. Kier is going forward, though. And all the Psystorm is gone. As I say that, another Templar rolls up.
I don't know. I just wonder why not Colossus. He's done so well with Colossus. He just seems so adverse to do it recently. Maybe he's trying to fake Kier out. Kier expects Colossus, but there aren't Colossus, and then Kier gets tilted? I don't know. Yeah, seems like Kier's pretty happy about it.
Oh, the Stalkers are moving out on the map, but they're actually really leading this army. The Stalkers were going for reinforcements. However, the Psystorm does prevent Kier from just bouncing on top of that. And these Stalkers are finding a few reinforcements here. Liberator getting set up, going to try and deny mining. That's not in position, though.
Looks real close to one of those mineral patches.
That's 2 Liberators. It was a trap.
Well,
they traded out pretty decent, I think. They killed the, what, like 4 or 5 Stalkers there?
4? 5 seems... I don't know. 5 seems high, but yeah.
Okay.
Decent trap, nevertheless. Flank coming on in. Cure catching Trap a little bit unawares.
Oh, good Widow Mine shot
Server
there.
died. Yeah. Server dies to that Widow Mine.
And all the Zealots are gone. Or most of the Zealots are gone anyway. Ghosts are now coming in for Kier. 2-2 is also coming in for him, so upgrades will be equal again in the near future. I mean, yeah, the fact that Trap has been just using this sort of Templar Zealot Stalker combination has prevented him really from hitting that death ball. And, oh man, that Psystorm dropped. Oh god.
That is a very wounded ball of bio there. Coming on in, crushing.
I'm gonna shut up. I think Trap just killed Kier.
Yeah, those 2 storms were massively important. Army supply 20 ahead for the Protoss right now.
There's 5 Immortals here.
Woo! GG!
Okay, Trap, 2-1 lead.
Yeah, Trap was fine. What were we worried about?
I guarantee you, Kier just shot Trap a dirty look in the team house. He's just...
Storm OP, man. Oh, it was beautiful. This is some good TvP. Really excited. Really loving this best of 7.
This is a TvP series between 2 guys who've played a lot versus each other.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of straight up goodness. Keep in mind, that game started very miserable for Kier, by the way, with that Oracle and Adept just doing what Terran does not want.
All that early aggression. All of it, all of it. Once again, thanks for checking out the Matcherino. Code AWA free at these players, especially the player that wins. He will get more of those $3.
Yes, clock is ticking. Help us use all those Matcherino codes. AWAB, you can sign in with a plethora of options.
Apparently Canada is in chat watching this. Welcome, Canada.
The entire country.
Yeah, well, Canada SC2. Just the StarCraft fans who are in Canada.
Wrong map, apparently. Whoopsie daisy. Ah, yes. We're going into game number 4, not number 3.
Yes. Oh!
At least the players noticed. Because sometimes the players don't notice, and then I don't notice, and then it's, oh, I put us into the wrong lobby. I'm an idiot.
It's usually a quick thing. Pretty easy to fix.
Yeah, it is. Still a little embarrassing, though. Let your friends know, guys. Like, this is the finals. I don't know if there's it's a Saturday in Korea, a Friday night here. It's a great time to watch StarCraft. Let your friends know.
Today's actually Saturday.
Today's Saturday. It's Sunday in Korea. Silly me. Derp.
Yeah. I was like, did I miss a day?
Sometimes that happens. Apparently, I missed a day.
All right, game 4, best of 7, year 0. Awesome. Let's go.
Okay. I got that score backwards. Let's fix that. It is currently 2-1 in favor of Trap, up in the top left-hand side of the map.
And top right, he's red, he's Terran, he's Cure.
Yeah. After casting these guys this much today, you know who they are. And I love it. I love how Trap's play has just been straight-up Protoss play.
He does seem to be playing the race correctly. And just, it's the patience too. I mean, that's what really makes him look really good here is he knows when he can't move in. He knows he can't move into a ton of bio and just try to aim and they'll die. It's all about sniping units off, AoE, coming in from different angles, hitting the Terran in multiple places at once. If you can do all those things, then you're going to win. You can't just get up a huge army and just go to, you know, just head across the map and attack, attack, attack. You have to know when the time is to actually go in for that killing blow. And he sure does.
I just love how Trap's been playing so well today, and then he got nuked by Fantasy. Oh, that nuke.
Yeah, we got to find a way to get that onto Reddit as soon as possible.
SCV coming in for Cure, just confirming that everything is normal. Twilight Council on the way for Trap. Nexus.
Reaper escapes with his life. Twilight Council just about done here for Trap. He has been opening Blink for the most part recently. It really allows you to get some pressure on the Terran player, also to defend fairly well. But there's a secret dream of mine where he rushes Dark Templar, and I see that work.
Oh, that is dirty.
Warp Prism DT? It's Blink. Garbage.
Bummer. He's opening up the way he's opened up the past, like, 5-6 PvT matches. More or less, anyway.
Yep, Blink, good unit.
Wait. Okay, it's a 3 racks from Cure. 3 barracks, stim on the way. Finds the probe.
Kind of a carbon copy of the last game there. I mean, forward pylons are really only good if they are not scouted? Yeah, he cancels. I was like, why? Why is he letting that go?
This Reaper is in... fine. Fine, he's fine. That's what I meant to say.
I don't know, man. He's playing with fire here.
Oh, he is, but he's making it. He's going the distance.
He's going for speed. He's all alone, all alone, all alone in his time of need. And he does scout everything, though. Good job, man. Is he going to live, too?
No.
No. Falls down into the chasm.
He looks longingly at that cliff and says, I cannot jump that. What was that died? An adept, I guess.
Observer, just making sure we know what's going on over here. How many barracks has Cure thrown up? How much stuff does he have? Has he taken a third base yet?
This is interesting from Cure. His bio positioning. He's kind of just sneaking it on out. I think Trap sniffs it out now that his observer has gone in. He's like, that is not normal. Where's your stuff?
You should have more stuff.
Let's take a look at what Trap has, though. He's got an Immortal, 3 Sentries, 3 Stalkers. Is that enough to stop this amount of bio? I'd wager yes. We see Trap hasn't invested in a third base yet. So
Trap is magical, so...
He's just too good, man. Like, he's looking very, very good. I know it's a 2-1 series right now, but it does not feel that close.
That's a cancel. Yeah. That is a super ultra immediate cancel. Hey, look, it's Colossus.
There we are. 2-base Colossus for now until he can get up that third. Fires that up again. A lot of bio out for Cure, though, since he did open up with that 3 Rex. Stalker's hoping to intercept something here, not finding it just yet. And he does have to be very careful of his positioning, because if bio's good at one thing, it is stimming forward and catching you off guard. Oh, there we go. Cure's going for it. Force fields get dropped, though, and that is enough to stop the bio from getting up. Now the Colossus is going to start raining fire there.
And yeah, look how that chases the bio away. They're like, we don't want to deal with Colossus.
Ugh.
Screw that noise. Look at him running.
Ugh.
One Colossus did this.
He wants nothing to do with it.
If that was Storm, there's no way this bio's running right now.
Third command center on the way for Cure. Oh, and he already fires up another starport, so really respecting the Colossus.
As he should. Extended Thermal Lance is being researched. You're not going to stop at one Colossus once you have that upgrade ready to rock.
The third timing and the worker count is actually pretty good for Cure, though. We take a look at that. It's 57 to 48, just because Trap was stuck on 2 bases a fair while. Look at this army, though. It's just spotted by observers. And Trap has force fields, so he's just like trying to bait Cure into something bad. Oh my god.
Gosh. Free Marauders and a couple Marines. Absolutely no losses there.
And
just
the
energy.
Stalkers are coming on
Cure,
in too.
Is Cure stuck? The Stalkers are just throwing their bodies in front of this bio to slow them down.
And baits out a stim, though.
Wait, still pretty fast. They might actually make it home here.
Yeah, they will do. The Stalkers, though, picks off one more Marine. Being a pain. Vikings are on the way, though, for Cure. He's got himself a very good economy here, much superior to that of Trap's. Not sure what's going on with Trap's economy. Just staying on 48 workers. He's warping in a big round of Stalkers. He's just going for it. 2-ace Colossus all, and he says, let's go. The problem is there's going to be 4 Vikings out in just a second here, and there is a good amount of supply here for the Terran. The force fields are going to have to be massive for the Protoss. He's coming on in. Is he just going to run into the Terran's natural? Looks like Kier says, I got to hold this. He's pulling the SCVs, but there's so many force fields.
Oh, the Stalkers are dealing with everything. Colossus doing work over here. Vikings trying to take him down, but both Colossus are still alive at this point. One finally ends up going down there. The other one's still doing work with 15 total kills and full retreat now as Cure. 37 SCVs died. Cure still backing away. The Colossus is having the time of its life, and that's your good game. Trap takes the 3-1 lead.
Wow, he's just so good. Like,
I'm telling you, Colossus, man. Storm sucks. Let's do Colossus every game, and you can win this thing.
Yeah, it felt like it took a while for Traps all in to hit, and then it's like, oh wow, he is going for it, and then...
Yeah, he had enough Stalkers to where the Viking count, I don't think was high enough to really deal with it.
Yeah.
Sure, one of the Colossus got picked off there. There's a lot to control and a lot to account for there for Trap, but...
It was too late.
It was too late. Also, if you pull 37 SCVs to try to hold it and you don't hold it, you're done.
Absolutely. Those force fields were just perfect. Just a great angle.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Cure did a great job. Cure did a great job getting a surround there. He was coming in from multiple angles, but the force fields really shut down a couple of those avenues of attack. And the Colossus are swiping from distance. Nothing's hitting them from the ground at all. It's just the Vikings. Stalker's hitting. Guardian Shield was up. That was just beautifully well played. Well played.
Yeah, very well played. I guess the main thing is Cure, he probably didn't scout that in time. As, if we look at it, Cure, he was on like 60-something SCVs, I think, and Trap had stopped at 48. If you're a Terran and you see that the Protoss isn't probing up that third base, so I guess maybe it's a lack of scouting on Cure's part, and then he would have been able to do more preparation. Cut some workers or something.
Entirely possible. Somebody in chat just said, how did Trap lose to Maru 4-0? Great question. I don't know. Maru's maybe just that good.
I didn't watch that, man. I need to get back on that GSL train. But it's just such a bad time. Except on those diets, but it's never the finals on the Friday, I don't believe.
Yeah, it's hard for me too, for sure.
Oh, yeah, even harder for you. The East Coasters, they have it a little bit easier because if you're one of those really productive members of society, you're up at you can be up at 6 and watch the GSL finals or something. Yeah.
It's a regular time people wake up, I think.
I think it might be earlier. It might be like 4 or 5, who knows, but you can wake up early. Me, I'm not waking up like 1 a.m. or whatever. It's just not happening.
No. It's understandable.
Alright, let's introduce the players, as this could potentially be our last match. It is New Repugnancy, the map. If this man wins the next one, he wins the tournament. It's Jin Air Greenwing's Trap.
Beautiful. And in the bottom left, he looked good until this series. It's Cure.
Oh, want to note 2 racks, but Trap has scouted every single game, and he's scouting again.
Of course he is. This is how you win, guys. Worker scout.
Trap has scouted every game. I don't think there's been one in this tournament he's skipped. He went through the qualifier. Maybe I'm mistaken or over-exaggerating, but he scouts pretty much every game. And he has every game in this series. And now he sees, he's like, oh, you're 2-raxing me. Cybercore on the way. Zealot on the way. I mean, Cure's making Reapers, interestingly enough. It's 2-rax Reaper versus Protoss.
You know a build that I saw at
Are you talking rough?
Yeah, it was us. I forgot that you were there too.
Yeah.
All this blends together. Yeah.
We cast a lot of StarCraft, that's for sure.
We do. Yeah, so Ruff has this build where you just go mass 1/1 Reaper against Protoss, and I'm not sure how Protoss stops it, but clearly it's stoppable because you never see it at the pro level.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he 4-0'd like M. Canning, and he used that build a few times, and the Protoss just don't know how to deal with it because it's a good build, but it's not seen that often. And we're seeing Cure just go into mass Reaper. He starts a reactor on one of these barracks while firing up another. Do we see an eBay and like +1 or something? Because I think it's usually 2 barracks, double reactor, and then +1. But here he's going for a 3rd barracks. And now a tech lab? What? What?
Why a tech lab?
Concussive shell? Marauders, maybe? Look at this. The Reapers are actually microing versus this. The Zealot's getting bruised up. Another Stalker pops out, and that does provide Trap with enough muscle to send these guys packing. Cure is bringing the shenanigans, though. And Trap...
What the? And then...
What does he have? He's getting up a Robo, and he's getting up a shield battery. So that's going to help him out. But this Nexus he's invested in for, I don't see it being used this game.
Well, he's building a probe with it, so...
Single probe, yeah, that's pretty ambitious, though, because you know your opponent is still one basing. Has no production in their main base since he's been scouting out.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's making any workers at all here. Maybe he just wants a little bit of a lead. He is up... He's making more probes. Look how confident he is.
This is cocky. This is not confident. This is cocky.
Wow. I mean, if it works out, it's confident.
He's chrono-boosting probes. He has no pylon at his natural. He is asking to give Cure a chance. The Reapers can bounce these units. The Marauders have concussive shells, so these Stalkers, they get tagged, they are toast. And look at that. Those probes he made, they're dying.
Yeah, I mean, better than them Stalkers, I guess.
Really help out here.
Yep.
But look at that. This is a fair bit of bio. Do the Reapers toss their grenades? They haven't just yet. That Immortal is tagged, though, and look at that. Cure stepping forward. He almost gets the Immortal.
Nice.
Fantastic body block, though. And okay.
Wow.
Yeah, cocky, it's fine. Trap.
See what I'm talking about?
How does he do it? He just holds this. He's being a little overconfident, I think, poking out, since there is concussive shell.
He is,
like,
but...
Nope, I've killed enough. And by the way, Stim has started for Cure.
He's making more probes. Check this guy out. He's like, I don't need stuff, really. Workers are fine in holding against this. He has no shield batteries. Is he making shield batteries at his natural? He's not. He has no shield batteries.
Push in again, can he? That Immortal is injured, but another Immortal's out. This is too much, isn't it?
Yeah. See, this is why you have the probes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's totally...
Right?
Okay, that Immortal could go down, so that is an alright trade for Cure. He has another Marauder out. Can't engage this, though. The Marines, I feel, are too
Oh my
bruised
gosh,
up.
he's getting a Warp Prism. He's going to warp in like 6 Zealots into Cure's main base and just win. He's going to warp in 2 Zealots into the main base and just win.
He definitely isn't going to warp him into his natural, because Cure is one basing it.
Yeah. So I don't know where else it would be.
And Stim is almost done.
Is he building a shield battery at his natural? By golly, he is.
He is.
All right. I wanted him to do that like 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, I did too. And now that Warp Prism is moving out on the map, I feel as if something really good to do would maybe be like juggle this Immortal versus this bio, but Trap really loves his Zealot counterattacks. And there's nothing in the main base of Cure to defend. He's trying to get up a double starport from the looks of it, reactor's starport production. Just get out some medivacs and then I guess go for it.
Cure is bringing SCVs. He is all in as all in can be.
That's because he's oversaturated. He don't really need them.
Oh, so maybe not as all in as that. All right, Zealot, free SCV day.
I guess make a mine or something of your Cure if you can afford it and Prey, but no, he's just going for it. Marauders, Marines, those medivacs he invested in, though, they aren't going to come to fruition. So let's see, can he do it? This could be it. There's 3 Immortals, a Shield Battery, a few SCVs, some Marauders. They're charging. Force fields go down for Trap. Marauders getting focus fired down, but I don't know if it's going to be enough right now. 17
Shield
SCVs
Battery
have gone down.
does get... Yeah, losing a sentry there is good. And that's it.
That's
good
it.
game.
GG, Trap. 4 1s. Drops 1